Hey guys, it's Haps, and in today's video, we've got another 5 of a kind. Yes, we've got the Starfish. Now, I tried this a couple of times on pack 3 or the Star pack, but to be honest, I don't really enjoy playing that pack that much. So I jumped out of there, jumped into custom, and that is where we got this run. So let's get into the gameplay and I'll talk you through my thought process. And I'll be honest, we start off with a bit of a mistake. When I speak to a new player, I often say level turn 3, level turn 5. Give yourself a chance to find a higher tier pet. Now, sometimes I like to mix it up, but this is just not the game for me to be mixing up. I'm looking for 5 of a kind of a tier 3 pet. I want to give myself as many opportunities to find that tier 3 as early as possible, and I waste one. Thankfully, though, we do have the otter. We level up and we find an early starfish. Now, who knows? If I'd have carried that marmoset over, maybe I'll now have 2 early starfish. But I guess you've got to move on, and we move on into double swan. Now, this couldn't be any more perfect because not only does it now give me another opportunity to level into an early starfish, but the level 2 swan is going to be really useful later on because the added gold is going to help with this buy-sell build, which is essentially what this team is going to be. We level the swan and we find a blobfish. I was kind of, even though I know what's about to happen, I was kind of hoping for another starfish there. But I pill the blobfish onto the starfish and I pick up the mouse. The mouse is going to be useful later. It's got a sell ability. And just a little tip, you'd have noticed I had the pill frozen. And that was just in case I came across a spider or a blobfish. It's so painful when you find one of them and then you roll looking for a pill and you just can't find it. So freezing pills early can be quite helpful. We go into turn 5 and this is where we can find the starfish. Now, ultimately, I want to have 3 starfish before I go aggressive on the buy-sell side. But I'm rolling down. I'm a little bit concerned I won't find any. We do find one, but then I find 2 owls in the shop. And I see this as an opportunity to maybe add just a little bit of stats to the team to give me some sustainability. Because what I don't want to do is I don't want to be wasting all my gold rolling and then weakening myself against the opposing team and just giving away cheap hearts and cheap wins. So I was just hoping here with the 2 owls, I'll get enough stats on the team to be able to just at least draw to save some of my hearts. And coming up against Bruvert, you can see, thankfully, we do draw there. Right, now the next aim is to get 3 starfish. And within 1 roll, we find our 3rd starfish, which is really nice. We then sell the marmoset, which has a sell ability, so we get the extra stats. But we need to sell it because we need to open up a slot on the team. And it's from here, I'm basically looking for any pet that has a sell ability, and I'm just going to buy and sell it. And you'll notice, like the kiwi there, I don't have any strawberry on the team, but I do want to buy and sell because it has a sell ability. And then we put the duck in here just to complete the team, so we've got 5 pets. And look at the stats already. We've got a 13-12, a 9-11, a 10-9. So we're looking pretty strong. So I go up against this team, and I'm feeling pretty comfortable. And rightly so, we're able to dispatch of them. Now we've got the engine going. We've got 3 starfish. If we can level them up, great. But we just got to cycle through these pets. And there, I buy and sell an otter. Now you might be wondering, oh, that's an interesting tactic. And you're right. It was a complete and utter mistake. I don't even know what happened. I think I maybe looked away and I made the mistake. But just before I go any further on that, just cast your eyes at the name of this team. Haps, Goldie, Subsag, Cockpit, Fangirl. What a name. Kudos to them. It was great to go up against you. Now, just going back to that, yeah, I bought and sold the otter. And I think it's because I looked away and when I turned back, I mistaken the kiwi for the otter. I don't know. I wasted some stats. But again, you just got to move on when you make these mistakes. So we bring in a couple of crows and we're looking to level this team as much as possible. And the one good thing about the crow is you're getting that chocolate, but you're also getting stats because it has the sell ability. So we sell the crow here and we buy the chocolate before we buy the zebra because we want the extra stats from that level 2 at the back. And the one thing about the zebra is it's probably the best buy-sell pet that there is. So I'm looking for as many zebras as possible. We buy and sell the cow. And again, I don't know why I'm buying and selling cows. There's a lot of little mistakes in this run which could definitely have been optimized. Like the cow in any normal run is almost an immediate buy, or that's how I perceive it anyway, because I like to buy the cow. However, in this run, you're going to get more stats by buying the pets that have sell abilities. So I don't know why I constantly buy the cows. We finally managed to level up our 3rd starfish to level 2. So now we're really generating a lot of stats. And you'll notice the pet with the highest stats in the team is the swan. And the one pet in this team that I'm going to sell, apart from the zebra, is the swan, which is a little bit disappointing. So I'm starting to think, have I wasted too much time here buying and selling? But then I also think back, I haven't actually found any more starfish. So, you know, keeping the swan there has not been too bad. We do, however, find a starfish here. So we bring it in and then we decide to just add a little bit of utility to the team. Ultimately, though, I'm going to have to get rid of the swan at some point. So on this turn, we freeze a couple of things in the shop ready for next turn. And we send it. We do have 4 starfish, though. So you'll notice we don't have a slot to be able to buy and sell. We come up against this sort of summon hybrid team. But on another day, I would be fuming. On this day, however, I do have the stats to be able to deal with it. So we go into this turn. And this is where we pivot. This is where we sell our swan and we rotate through all the pets with the sell ability to try and stack up as much stats as possible. Again, we find another starfish and we find another crow. So we buy sell the crow here to get the chocolate. And then we think about rolling, but we've only got 3 gold. So we have to put any one of these pets in. And none of them have a sell ability, but the one pet that I'm going to use next turn is going to be the starfish. So yeah, we've got our 5 starfish team. The one problem is we've got it a few turns too early. That lionfish weakness there, what a pain that was, because that took away the stake. So we go into this turn and we level up the front starfish again, just to open up that slot. Now we leave that chocolate behind because all I'm looking for here is stats. I don't need to level up any more of these starfish. They're all level 2. If I start leveling them up, I think I'm wasting my time. I'd rather be spending my money, or gold in this instance, on buying and selling the pets with the sell ability. So we go into this turn. Again, we've got really good stats, and this lemon actually helps us out, and we're able to take them out with 1 more pet behind. Okay, so we're back with the cows. Again, just completely ignore what I'm doing here. I honestly don't know why I was buying and selling these cows. I'm much better off of buying and selling these. Look at the extra stats you get. I think I just wanted to make my life a lot harder for myself. So we bring in the pig there and boom, we roll into our final starfish. So we go in, this is turn 8. Hopefully we win this, and then we've got 1 final turn. We go up against this team, which is an interesting synergy. I mean, it's an assortment of pets. There's no real combo going on here, and thankfully we're able to dispatch of them. So we go into the final turn here, and I probably should buy and sell this kiwi, but I don't because I want equipment. I don't know how many rolls it's going to take. As it happens, it took 1, and we found the lemon straight away. So with the rest of the gold, we buy the pear. Waste some of the stats, but I wanted to be as close to a 50-50 as I could, and then we send it. And there we have it. We get it over the line. I mean, the raccoon at the end there was kind of scary, but thankfully we had enough stats to be able to take it out. And that was it. There was our starfish run. Now, I will be the first to admit that it is not the most optimal run. I made so many mistakes, but yet we still were able to get it over the line. So there you go. That shows you don't even need to play the game perfectly to get some of these runs. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you in the next one.